Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about empties. So I don't want to get caught up in much ado about nothing because they're empties. It's self-explanatory. So let's do this. I have finished some stuff from my Project Pan that I have going on, but we're going to save that for a Project Pan update, so they're not going to make their way into this one. But I do have a variety, so let's just get started with this. So first up, let's talk face wipes. These are the Kirkland Signature Daily Facial Towelettes for all skin types. I get these at Costco. I buy them in a box of about 120. I get them for about $20 and I will continue buying them. These are just fantastic at getting the makeup off. They don't irritate my skin a lot of times. Like I've gone through a bunch of brands, and even the ones that say that they're for sensitive skin will just leave my skin almost feeling raw, like it stings, especially around my eye area. This does not do that. So I just really like these because they are gentle yet effective. They are very, can I say the word moist? Wet, shall we say? Not that wet's much better. Regardless, they're damp in the package, and I find even the ones on the top or even the ones on the bottom as you go through them, they're still consistently wet throughout. It also has a very nice, like, secure closure. And then the packages that I buy, the boxes that I buy, also have two packages that just have the sticker opening. These individual packets hold 30 wipes. The smaller ones hold 15, and I just carry them in my purse so that if I don't know, find my way to Sephora and end up swatching stuff, I have wipes on hand and I can just wipe them off as I go. Up next, I have 5 different types of the same thing. So let's talk setting sprays. First up, I have an itty bitty little sample of the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray. I think I got maybe 2 uses out of this, so I can't really formulate a real opinion. I will say it didn't leave my skin sticky and it smells like cucumber, which I really appreciate. So I would be interested in trying either a deluxe sample or just going out and biting the bullet and buying the actual product itself to give it a real test. But the initial first impressions on this are favorable. I have 2 setting sprays from the drugstore. One is from Milani. This is the Make It Last setting spray, and then I have the Insta Ready setting spray from Physicians Formula, and I really did enjoy both of them. This one has 60 mils in it, this one has 100, and I think they cost roughly the same, so dollar for dollar I would go for the Insta Ready. This one, I'm still mystified. It says that it primes, corrects, and set, and I still don't really know what the correcting means. But I found that both of them did have a nice finish to the skin. They did help powder products sort of absorb down without being sticky. A recurring theme with me is sticky. I cannot handle sticky. Ugh. My daughter is constantly sticky. I'm like, what did you even fucking touch? I don't understand, but she's constantly sticky. Aside from that, they were both very good. They both smell nice. This one has more of a scent to it than this one. This one doesn't have much in the way of a smell. So if you're sensitive to scents, again, I would go Physicians Formula. But they were both very nice, and I would repurchase either one of them. Higher up in price point, I have MAC Fix Plus and the Chill Setting Spray from Urban Decay. I don't mind this one, and I have another one. I did buy another one. However, I think it's kind of overpriced for what it is. I don't really notice that it cools or hydrates, to be honest. I think anything spraying on your face is going to cool just by the nature of being aerosolized kind of deal. So I don't know that it's really the product that's cooling more than just the application method. But I think I think you can still, like the Insta Ready or the Milani, they're going to cost about half the amount that this one does, and they perform every bit as well. So I would just save your money and go for a drugstore option over this one, to be honest. MAC Fix Plus, somewhat iconic, to be honest, and I actually just finished this one up today. There was still a little bit left, so I emptied it out into one of the smaller bottles that I have. This was part of a trio of scented ones. This is lavender. I don't really like the lavender scent, so I use this one for spraying shadows on the brush rather than spraying my face. And that's what I used this one for, and I do notice that it does make the shadows sticky, but in a good way, in that they do adhere to the eyelid and don't slip around, and it doesn't dry off and then you're left with just powder as like water would do. So it does hold it into place all day. It really does boost up the intensity of shadows, and for that I really enjoy this. The spray itself on it is rather aggressive, so I don't actually like this for setting my face, but for spraying onto a brush with shadow, I would highly, highly recommend this. Once again, I have multiples of an item, but they are the same thing. They are the Cinema Secrets Brush Cleanser, and this is just the quick dry rinse-free formula. And obviously I have bought more than one, and I have another one on the go, and I will continue buying this. You pour a little bit of this into this little metal container, dip the brush in, swipe it back and forth on paper towel. Your brush is clean, your brush is dry. It takes literally like 20 seconds of brush, if even. I really enjoy this. It is very, very effective. The only thing I don't like, there's two things I don't like about it. One is that if you store it lying down, this was my first bottle, you see all the gunkies on it? So if you store it lying down, it can drip out of the lid, or if some of it has poured down after you've poured it in here. So in that process, it'll get really sticky and it'll stain whatever it's resting on. And the other thing is the smell. It does have a very strong scent to it. So I have to sort of keep my filming room door open and kind of keep this away from being directly under my nose, or else it can give me a bit of a headache. However, the whole process of cleaning even upwards of 40 brushes, like I cleaned probably a good 30 brushes tonight, including face brushes, and it took maybe 10 minutes, maybe. So it is a very fast process, so you're not like exposed to it for hours on end. And it just really helps because you don't need to rinse them, so you don't have to cart them all to the sink, give them all a good wash. It is effective at even getting foundation out of brushes. So I would definitely repurchase this one again and again, smell notwithstanding. So let's talk about skincare for a moment. Once upon a time, I got a sample packet of the Boscia Revitalizing Black Hydration Gel, and I loved it. It was a very obviously small sample, but I loved it. Then I got the deluxe sample. It was either a 100-point perk or like one of the deluxe beauty offers from Sephora, and used that all up. Still loved it. So then I bought the full size of it. This is the 30 milliliter container, and it's got one of those little like pushy downy thingies, and it is sadly all used up because guess what? I love it. It hydrates so well without feeling greasy or really noticeable even on the skin. The only thing you can feel afterwards is that it's almost got like a cooling sensation, so it almost feels like mentholated, but not in a stingy, owy, painful kind of way. I would actually agree with every single claim that's on the back of the packaging of this. It says it's a cooling gel. Yep. Provides ultralight hydration. Absolutely. Refines skin texture, brightens skin clarity, and minimizes the look of pores instantly and over time. Sure, I didn't do before and afters, but I really do like the way my skin looks when I'm using this product. That was weird. There is a 50 milliliter option available on the Sephora Canada website, and it's literally $3 more than the 30. So I'm holding out for that one, but it's been out of stock forever. In the meantime, I'm going through a bunch of other samples that I have, so maybe I'll find something that I love as much as this, but I highly doubt it. As soon as that 50 is back, I'm getting this. I can probably get it in store, but that means I have to go to a store. 4 items left, 2 of which are the same kind of deal yet again. I've got 2 mascaras, so they're both obviously deluxe samples, but you get the point. I used them both for over a month each. This is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara, and then this is the Sephora Length and Volume Lash Craft Mascara. If I had to pick between the 2 of them, I would go with the Marc Jacobs. However, this is very much L'Oreal Lash Paradise, except that it's twice the price. They do what they claim. They volumize not so much lengthen, but definitely volumize. It's a nice mascara, but it's really freaking expensive. Just go Lash Paradise, honestly. This is going to perform every bit as well as this one. And you can buy 2 of them for the price of 1. This one, it was okay. It was okay. It's not anything that I would repurchase, but if you were interested in trying it, you're not necessarily going to be disappointed by it. Like, it didn't have performance issues. It just doesn't stand out in the sea of mascaras that I've tried. Next up is the Gimme Brow from Benefit. I have it in shade 5. It's obviously a little wand like this. I like this product. However, I'm not going to repurchase it because I like this one more. This is the Shape It Up Tinted Brow Cream from Arbonne. And I have shown this a few times in different videos, and I've done the same comparison as well, but I'm going to do it again because here we are. So there is Gimme Brow. Here is the Arbonne one. You can see just how tiny and precise it is. This one, for the precision alone, I really enjoy the Arbonne one better. And I think it's only about $4 more than the Benefit Gimme Brow, so I have no problem spending an additional $4 for a product that's just easier to use. This one, especially when it's new and the formula is like wetter than it is after it's dried up a bit, it's a liability. It's a risky little game to play, especially if you don't have a lot of time in the morning. So the precision wins the day for me. Last up is the Tattoo Liner from Kat Von D. This is just a sample. I've gone through a few samples of this, and I feel like I'm probably the only person on YouTube who is not like stark raving mad about this. It's just not my favorite liner. I do like the brush tip, like I do like how precise it is. I like the amount of flexibility and rigidity in it. However, I just find that it gets sticky and it pulls when you, like if it's exposed to air for more than like 15 seconds, it's like, nah, I'm good, I'm done. If you haven't got it yet, you're not getting it. Because it just tugs when you try to apply it over top of itself. And I have a number of other liquid liners that don't do that. The Pretty Easy liner from Clinique, one of you recommended that to me, and I can't remember who it was, but thank you, because it is very easy to use. The Stila Stay All Day and the Physician Formula Booster Liner, Eye Booster Liner, those 3 outperform this one in my opinion. They last all day, they don't get that sticky tugginess, and this is just not one that I would ever buy the full size of. I think I'm alone in the boat on that one, but that's just my feelings on it. But I just wanted to take the time to share those with you, give you some thoughts on some products that I've really obviously had a chance to really put to the test, and let you know what I would repurchase and what I would steer clear of. So, if you've made it to this point, thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now.